Hey, how's it going? It's 220 Prepper here, and I got a new video for you today. Now, a lot of people have said that the key to prepping is redundancy. Multiple forms of, fire starters. As many different ways to make fire as you can. Many different health kits as you can. Obviously, because if something gets contaminated, gets damaged, or gets used, chances are that's it. It's done. The same needs to be said for your tools. And it got me thinking, why redundancy is good, but why not have tools that can do multiple things? A lot of people say a hatchet is one of the best things that you can get in a bug out type situation. That's true. It helps make fire, and it's a good defensive tool, etc., etc., etc. Obviously, a knife is right up there with having a hatchet. A lot of people don't think that, sometimes you could use a shovel. A lot of people have small shovels like the E-tools and things like the entrenching tools and things like that. And it got me thinking. I was like, all right, well, I do eventually need to get those. I plan on getting them soon. And then I remembered something. I remembered this. This is the Ka-Bar Warthog. And this monster of a knife is redundant. It's a very wide, flat blade that can be used as a spade. Damn, no rhyme intended. But it can be used as a spade, small shovel, scoop right into the ground. It works very well. With how wide it is, this can serve the purpose of a small hatchet. Small trees, small branches, some brush. I could take that down really easily with this bad boy here. It's a Ka-Bar, so it gets you that Ka-Bar reliability. That Ka-Bar that everybody knows and loves. This is one of them. If you don't believe me, Ka-Bar. And this bad boy is nice. I mean, it makes all of those redundancy. This is multiple tools wrapped in one, which is one reason it stays with my bug out gear. Clearly this, it's a very usable blade. I could use this if I need to use it in a self-defense situation. I can, but if I need a tool, if I need to get a fire going, I need kindling or tinder, this can make it. If I need to dig a hole for a fire pit, this can definitely do it. Definitely can. This bad boy is nice. I believe I got this as a gift for Christmas 2 years ago. I've gotten a lot of the things I will post I've had for years, so I can tell you how it stacks up after over a year generally. But this stacks up very, very nicely. It's got that solid Ka-Bar reliability. It's got a nice spot for you to put your thumb. So again, when you're talking about using it as a shovel, it helps get a really good grit. Same thing as an axe. You got to get a chopping motion. It's got a very nice spot for you to rest your thumb right there. And of course, if you're going up top, it rests your thumb so it's not slanted this way or this way. It fits that same direction. This is a mammoth of a blade. My average blades, average blades are something like this. And whenever I do a video, I'll always have several pieces of equipment out in case I need to do a comparison. Look at that. This is a perfect example of needing to do a comparison. And even though it looks like it's really big, as you saw, that blade is maybe an inch, actually about an inch, maybe inch and a half, larger than this Timberwolf here. I'll be doing a review on this later. But still. So, when redundancy is key, get you a tool that can do multiple things. And that makes your redundancies a lot easier. And comes with a very, very nice sheath. Leather. It comes with a very nice leather sheath. Has 2 parts on it. So you got one here that locks the blade. And then this piece comes up. I know that looks like it's super complicated. Even though it's... Oh, and it's got a nice D-ring on it. So if you got... you can attach it to your bag, attach it to carabiners. You can run paracord through here to hang it on your gear. But something that I really like about this is that I was testing out how multiple ways you can hold it. You don't have to have this piece attached. You can let it ride. And it will not hinder at all. I guarantee that. When it sits on your hip, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. When it'll sit on your hip, it can go like this, but it's still not going to fall out because of the snap right there. And that's one thing that I really like about this. So when you get it, and this isn't a custom sheath or anything. This is what it came with. So it's got the leather backing with nylon front, so it's like a half and half. But you got your one snap here, which attaches the belt loop, which is hooked right there with a bunch of the pins here. I've never actually tried to take them off. You might be able to, but I doubt it. And even if you are, they're secured very, very tightly. But then you have this one here, and when you snap that, then you could take the blade out. So this, the reason why I stick with this knife is simply because this is multiple tools in one. Like I said, you can use it as a spade, you can use it as a small hatchet, you can use it as a combat knife. I mean, this knife will deal some serious damage. It will definitively deal some serious damage. What can I say? This is definitely something I would recommend. Even if you don't use it even if you have a designated EDC knife, a designated bushcraft knife, a designated survival knife, or whatever, I will still recommend getting this simply because of its multi-use abilities. Simply because of that. So if you plan on bugging out to the woods or anything like that, you know you're going to eventually need to get a fire going. You may have to dig a hole or something. Whatever. This can, I guarantee you, can take care of that.